Welcome back to Shots of Victory. I'm Blake.
I'm Rocky.
In today's video, we'll be talking about Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Backlash, results, AEW, TNA, WWE news, NFL news, champ predictions, and basketball news a little bit since the draft's tonight, and then results and predictions, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Really nothing exciting is going to happen in the draft.
Who has the first pick?
It's a lottery, remember?
Oh, the lottery's tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. It's literally just gonna be who gets Max McClung.
Max.
Who gets Cooper Flag, and that's about all that's exciting.
Max McClung.
Anyway, starting with Raw. Jey Uso promo interrupted by Paul Heyman, who manipulated Jey into giving Seth a world title shot for the main event. Paul Heyman goes backstage, where we see an excited Seth Rollins, and Heyman explains to Braun Breaker why it's good for the group that he's getting the title shot.
That promo to Jey Uso was one of the best promos of this year, 100% by Paul Heyman.
Yeah. It was just confusing why... I'm kind of confused what we're doing with the group and everything right now. Because I thought we were going in to Jey and Logan as the main feud for Backlash.
Yeah.
But then we just did this.
And now we pivoted.
Yeah. Penta beats JD McDonough even though there was an interference from Judgment Day and El Grande Americano.
El Grande.
You put Chad Gable, buddy.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, even you know he's Chad Gable. Grayson Waller gives his match to Austin Theory against a returning Sheamus. And Sheamus beats Theory.
Oh my gosh. That was such a good match, honestly.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it would be. I honestly thought it would be a squash match, but it was like a 7-minute match.
Yeah. I have nothing to say. Dom is informed that he is facing Penta at Backlash. AJ Styles tells him he's facing whoever wins at Backlash.
Yeah.
Then next week it gets announced that we're getting Finn versus AJ.
Yes. It got because Dom asked him to take care of AJ. And Finn was like, sure.
Yeah. New Day tells Chad Gable backstage that the Creeds deserve the title shots more than the War Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warriors don't deserve nothing. Do we think? How long do you think this title reign for the New Day is going to be?
I don't think it's gonna be that long.
Because we really haven't had anything for them, and it feels like they only won just to make the heel turn be good.
Yeah.
But what's next for the New Day if they lose? SmackDown?
Maybe. But who would they face on?
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, SmackDown pretty good.
I just don't think the New Day are a good tag team anymore.
Really?
They have the chemistry, but that's really all they have. Looking at it from a right now WWE standpoint.
Yeah.
Because SmackDown, look at what all of the good tag teams there. We have DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Profits, now Fraxium,
and Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly.
For the Garza's as well.
Yeah, for the most part, they're all like really technical wrestlers, or can do like flips and stuff. Just really athletic, like
freaks,
like Street Profits. But then we also have good characters like New Day. I mean, not New Day. Pretty Deadly. And I feel like if we can compare all of them to the New Day,
I feel like they're all better than the New Day. Is what you're gonna say?
Maybe not Los Garzas. But that's more of a fault from them being behind Santos than it is their fault.
Yeah.
Because as the last few months have shown, they actually are good in the ring. And at least Berto, for the most part, can get a crowd reaction.
Yeah, Berto can definitely get a crowd reaction.
We'll see if he can. But yeah, I just don't know what the next. I kind of want them to go to NXT, but then also
Los
don't.
Gatos?
No, New Day.
New Day back in NXT?
Well, there's nothing else for them to do. New Day. I mean, the tag team for that down there is going to be bad.
True.
Becky Lynch promo about taking out the trash, interrupted by Lyra Valkyria, where they brawl, and Lyra wins it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Very good.
Io Sky beats Roxanne Perez. After the match, Julia and Roxanne Perez attack Io Sky. Then it's announced that next week we'll be getting Rhea and Io versus Perez and Julia.
Yeah. How do you feel about that match?
It's alright.
What do you think it's setting up?
I think it's setting up a lot.
Explain.
Well, Evolution's coming up. Supposedly.
Yeah.
The date's been confirmed, but...
What day is it?
July 12th. I think.
I feel like that's a while away for you to be booking it now.
But at the same time, not really. Because think about, they're already doing Money in the Bank. They already gained that. And we're only... And when does the Money in the Bank going straight into Evolution? Plus, Evolution, it's really only girls, so it's not really like...
No, I was just saying, like, from now till then, it feels like a long time.
I mean, it's only 2 months.
Yeah, but you've already done, like, 4 matches between them.
The thing is, I think first we're setting up either Roxanne versus Io.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think we're setting up Julia versus Io. Then a fatal 4-way at Evolution.
Then we get Io versus Rhea.
Rhea at SummerSlam. That's what I think we're getting.
That honestly sounds about right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it's a long time, but think about it. We have 3 different people. We have Rhea's heel turn. I mean, Rhea's betrayal we're leading to.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, we also have 3 PLEs until then.
Yeah.
Technically.
Because Saturday's night's main event, Night of Champions, and
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So.
I think I put that on there.
It's fun. We'll see. I could also see them just putting the fatal 4-way in and call it a day.
Sounds like WWE, honestly.
Rusev beats Otis by submission. After the match, Rusev brutalizes Akira Tozawa and Otis even more.
Yay.
Aren't we? Yeah. What do you think's next for Rusev?
That's honestly a good question because, like, what is there? Because honestly, before he even got to WWE, I was wondering what he was gonna do, and this like Alpha Academy thing doesn't really have me sold on him.
I mean, from what I was saying when he first returned, it's looking pretty possible. The certain somebody that said he'd be coming up with just returned.
Oh, Aleister Black.
Oh, it's talking about Sheamus.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Sheamus has nothing to do now. He's back. Rusev is still fighting a tag team. So, why not just...
Fella, stop fighting a tag team and fight one man.
Oh, I was going to say... Sheamus and Rusev become a tag team.
Oh.
And that's how they beat Otis. Okay.
I think he can beat him by himself.
Well, yeah, but like, to make them look like. Okay, anyways. Pat McAfee and Gunther promo where Gunther says he's going to beat Pat McAfee at Backlash. And then Pat just says he's gone soft. Even though we saw Gunther, like, kill Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like, Rollins versus... Oh, what were you saying?
Like, how long ago was that? Like,
it was maybe a little under a month ago.
Because
it was the show before.
It was 2 shows.
2 shows before, yeah.
No, 3. 3 shows, right?
I think it was 2.
Because
2 shows.
he had the serious promo with Gunther, and then he had the happy promo about how he's gonna beat Gunther.
Oh yeah, it was like a month ago then.
Yeah.
Rollins versus Jay for the world title ends in DQ after Braun, Sammy, and Punk brawl. Jay, Punk, and Sammy stand tall.
Mm-hmm.
After the show, ends. Logan Paul was hiding in the crowd and then knocks out Jey Uso with his
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah.
So, obviously, as of right now, it's Braun and Seth
Mm-hmm.
versus Sammy,
And
Punk, Jay. That's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah. Logan.
Who do we think's that third?
I so badly want it to be Theory, but I don't feel like it's gonna be.
From where we're at with Theory right now, we want him to turn face, not even more heel.
Mm-hmm.
Do
So,
we think it's gonna be Logan Paul and it's just gonna be a one time just for the match?
for that, yes, but I think they will have a third member in Ethan Page.
The thing is, I don't think they were even wanting to have a third because there was a lot of talk, but like when the who's gonna be the third came out,
Mm-hmm. And they said they didn't even have plans for a third.
yeah. And because this swerve was out of nowhere that Jay was facing Seth, so I think this was just to give him that third,
Yeah.
which I could see be Logan Paul.
Uh-huh.
But the only reason I don't think it would be Logan Paul is because of the history with him and Seth.
Yeah, because they had a match at WrestleMania 39, was it?
It was Cody's first loss.
Cody's first loss was 39. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only reason I don't think that, but at the same time, I kind of do. I don't know.
Maybe it could be. I just don't think Logan will be full time with them though.
The thing is, it doesn't make sense for it to be Ethan Page.
Why not?
Because they're doing the future of the WWE,
Mm-hmm.
and for the most part, they're talking about young people. Yes, Seth's old,
Mm-hmm.
but Braun Breaker, he's super young.
Yeah. How old is
Ethan Page is in his late 30s.
He is?
He's been in the game for years.
Whoa. I thought he was like 34.
Maybe, yeah, it's still mid 30s.
Let me check.
I still think it's going to be Bronson Reed.
Oh, I would
Because
love that.
I heard people saying Ilya, but I don't think it's going to be Ilya. Because the thing
He's
is...
35, okay.
Yeah. And I feel like that's too old to be in it.
I mean, they're...
Because really, he only has like a little under 5 years left in him.
No. Whoa.
40 is when I think he's gonna.
Are you kidding me? That's when like people hit their. Like,
I don't think he is. He's in his prime right now, and it's still.
Because like, you're seeing AJ Styles, Damian Priest,
Okay.
LA Knight performing in their 40s.
AJ Styles is the greatest TNA wrestler of all time. Damian Priest just is Damian Priest. Ethan Page is nothing compared to all of those.
What about
He's just
LA
Ethan
Knight?
Page. LA Knight's has the catchphrase. He's just like Ethan Page.
Yeah, exactly.
And look what he's done. Absolutely. But LA Knight's better on the mic.
True.
Ethan Page is mid on the mic. He's good, but like the thing is with him, yes, he's good on the mic, but that's only because he's on NXT and has a lot of feuds with people who aren't that good on the mic. Like Shawn Spears, when they first had their match, he wasn't that good on the mic.
Yeah.
He still really isn't that good, but I mean, who's Javon and Trick?
Mm-hmm.
Who else has he had feuds with?
He had a feud with Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry's not good on the mic.
I'm gonna look. You keep yapping.
But like, the reason people like Ethan Page is just because he came from AEW.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only reason he's getting pushed.
He had a Ricky Saints feud.
And Ricky Saints is still fairly new on the mic.
He had a feud against
Anyways, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, he had a feud against Cedric, but that was part of the Javon feud.
Yeah. But the thing with Bronson Reed is because that match with him and Seth really felt more like a getting a respect kind of feud more than like a I got beef with you kind of feud.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with how the match ended with Seth giving Braun his respects.
Yeah.
But again, the problem is with that, Bronson teamed with the Bloodline.
True. But it was against Roman.
But it
and
was
Punk.
But it was still again he was still parted with the Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't like any of them. Besides Jay a little bit.
Does he like Jay?
A little bit. He has respect for Jay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I'd like to see Bronson because he's still young.
Yeah.
And then he still needs work, and I feel like that's how you get him
Mm-hmm.
work is by putting him with Paul Heyman. But anyways, yeah, that's it for Raw.
Bronson's 36.
But yeah, I just don't care.
On to NXT. So, Dark State versus Joe Hendry and Hank and Tank. And Dark State beats Joe Hendry and Hank and Tank because Joe Hendry and Trick Williams brawl out of the arena. I don't know how that wasn't like a DQ because the ref literally saw him brawling and you're interfering with a participant in the match.
Because it's a three-way. Wait, was it a 1-on-1?
It was a 3-on-3, but that doesn't make it no DQ.
You sure?
Yeah, because that's a tornado tag, but this was you have to tag in.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, I was really confused why there was like no DQ on that, but yeah, and then so they
was Joe Hendry in the ring when it happened?
Yes.
Like was he like the person who was tapped in?
No.
Then yeah, it's 5. Now if he was the one who was tapped in, then yeah, it'd be DQ.
Mm-hmm.
But since he wasn't tapped in, he wouldn't be. Because technically he's not an active person.
Yeah, so technically Dark State just got a win over the tag team champions there. So that's probably going to be their next feud, honestly. Then we had a Thea Hale and Carmen Petrovich promo backstage where Jada Parker interrupts saying she's better than them and that
Because she is.
Yeah, and then a match is made between her and Carmen.
Also, I didn't realize Nikita Lyons was on Evolve now.
Oh my gosh, yes. I did you see that clip?
Of her mashing buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I only realized because she's having a match on TNA. Mm-hmm. And I was like, where'd she go? And I realized she was on Evolve.
Yeah, she's the Evolve champ.
Oh.
I think, because that's what I saw last time I watched.
Mm.
Which, I don't watch very much of it. Yeah.
Going back to the tag thing.
Mm-hmm.
If the plan was just for Darkseid to win over Hank and Tank,
Yeah.
why not just have Darkseid beat Fraxium?
That's a good.
Because yes, Hank and Tank have their feel-good moment,
Mm-hmm.
but if you want Darkseid to be strong like they are,
Mm-hmm. You have to have them beat the best tag team.
yeah,
But yeah, that's
they'll
true.
put them over so much. And like I get it if they'd have a big feud right now, like that they couldn't leave, but really they haven't had that many.
I mean, yeah, I get that they were having a feud with that family at Stand and Deliver, but that could have been any other faction other than Dark State.
Yeah. And like, even right like with saying yes, they're having a thing with Joe Hendry. They're really not.
Yeah.
It's more of a thing with Trick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it leads to Trick being the
Leader.
then yeah, I guess it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Then we had Charlie Dempsey backstage saying that it doesn't matter who wins in the Battle Royal as long as it's a person from No Quarter Catch Crew that wins it. Yippee. Then Zarya beats Kalani Jordan after an unintentional assist by Solruka, catching Kalani and Zarya, then hitting her with a spear.
Yay.
Wesley and his crew make fun of Tony D'Angelo backstage from losing his family, and Tony starts to get upset with them, but Wes says he can't fight right now since he's in the Battle Royal.
Boo.
Boo.
Hey, week 13, you guys play the Eagles.
Oh, great.
Oh, and it's the Black Friday football game.
Oh, no. Bro. Oh, no. I have some of that stuff written on the NFL news, so I'll say.
Okay.
I didn't have that one, though.
It just came out 3 minutes ago, which is why I said it.
Lullabies.
Oh, it's only on Prime Video.
I'm cooked. Lola tells Stephanie Vacher backstage. Here, I'm just gonna grab this for right now. I'm having bad eyesight right now. Lola tells Stephanie Vacher that whoever walks out of Battleground with the title, she's coming for next.
Yay.
Elijah comes out as the last participant in the Battle Royal. And during it, Joe Hendry eliminates Trick Williams. And in the end, Miles Bourne last eliminates Ethan Page and Sean Spears to win the Battle Royal.
Yay.
I was so pumped, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for Randy Orton Jr., bro.
Speaking of the Battle Royal, the Evolve people were cooking.
They were, bro. What was that dude's name?
I don't know. And the Level Up people. Not Level Up. But yeah, Level Up.
Are you talking about LFG?
LFG, yeah, that's what I'm at.
The Legacy guy.
What?
His name was like Sean Legacy or something like that.
That's Evolve.
Yeah, he absolutely cooked. I think he was final 6.
Mm-hmm.
Jada Parker beats Carmen Petrovich after the match. Jada goes for an attack on Carmen, but Thea pushes Carmen out of the way and takes it instead.
Yay. Really glad that this is what we're doing after Chase U comes back.
Yeah. I mean, Thea said, I'm not part of Chase U. I want to go help Carmen Petrovich instead. Ava books Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams at Battleground for the TNA title, and the contract signing is next week.
Trick is winning that.
Really?
Dark State's attacking.
Ooh. I like that. But wouldn't that cause DQ?
Lights are off. Okay. I want to hear it. I feel like if anything can happen, you can just distract the ref, then you're chilling.
That is true.
Yeah,
the
there's
ref
not.
could take a bump.
Yeah.
OTM promo back package about how they took some time off, but are back to put the tag division in its place.
No one knew you were gone.
That's true. I didn't even realize they were going until they had this promo. Yoshiki Inamura informs Josh Briggs that he is heading back to Japan. Josh Briggs is sad, and the Calling make fun of Josh Briggs for it.
Aww.
Poor Josh Briggs. Charlie Dempsey tries to take Miles Bourne's title shot, but Miles puts him in a match against Oba next week instead.
Yay.
Because of his selective hearing.
Yay.
Cale Dixon and Uriah Connors have suggestions for Andre Chase to replace the sweat-earned polo, and he decides on a tracksuit.
Yay.
Jordan Grace beats Julia to become the #1 contender. After the match, Stephanie Vacher stares down Jordan Grace.
Yay.
Now on to SmackDown. SmackDown.
First starting off, Knight and Priest beat Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. After the match, they all brawl, but Drew comes out, stands tall.
Yeah.
Then backstage, we see Mr. R-Truth with a sign saying, "Let's go Cena." But Jimmy Uso tells him that Cena actually sucks. Jimmy's just such a hater.
Jimmy is a hater.
It's just the CTE. It's okay.
Yeah, and also because he didn't like the little Jim. Because he's Big Jim.
It's also just the CTE.
CTE.
But yeah, McIntyre backstage promo about how he's going to slay the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu at Backlash, which definitely happened.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see who wins this.
Definitely.
We'll see who is the real British Bulldog.
British Bulldog.
Secret Hervis moping around backstage about Chelsea's reign being over. Selena Vega challenges them to a match.
Yeah.
You know what I realized?
Hmm.
Every time we have something Zelina related, Aleister Black is always afterwards.
Really?
The debut. Aleister Black's debut was right after Zelina won.
Ooh.
And then last week, Aleister's match, I think every single week he's had it's always been Zelina then Aleister, or Aleister then Zelina.
That's interesting, honestly. Do you think Zelina joins Alistair's side or no?
No. I don't think they even acknowledge they're married.
That's actually sounds like WWE.
I think they're gonna put both of them in relationships just to prove a point. Aleister Black, I think they're gonna put Aleister Black and Chelsea together, and then Zack Ryder and Zelina together.
Oh my gosh.
Aleister Black promo about how he is now his old self from 5 years ago and talks about his match tonight against Carmelo Hayes. Zelina Vega. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
And a returning Alexa Bliss beat Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. People are saying this is the shortest tag team in the history of histories.
It is.
Yep.
Aren't they like both 5'3"?
No, Alexa Bliss is 6'7".
Oh my gosh, that's so tall.
With dreads.
Oh my gosh.
And Wing is the back tattoo.
Yes.
And fully tatted arms.
6'7".
Los Garzas and Santos Escobar beat Rey Fenix backstage until Andrade makes the save. Yay.
Yippee.
Charlotte Flair promo about how great she is. Flair leaves early after getting booed out of the building. Nia Jax beats Jade Cargill to become the number one contender after Naomi attacks Tiffany Stratton at ringside. I'm guessing we're having this at Saturday night's main event.
Most likely.
Nia Jax, Fraxium and Street Profits promo, which leads to a match. Fraxium beats the Street Profits. Street Profits give Fraxium their credit.
W. When do you think they're gonna get their title opportunity against them now?
Never.
Never? Slow down.
I don't know.
Do you think we get this at Saturday night's main event?
I hope not.
Why not?
I honestly don't. With how they do the tag teams, I low-key honestly think it might be at Money in the Bank.
Ooh, please do that, honestly.
But I think it's going to be a multi-man match.
Oh, actually, that's better.
Because I think what we're gonna get first. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Fraxium talked to Motor City Machine Guns backstage about their win. Both teams get beaten down by DIY.
Oh no!
Sorry, I didn't want to spoil that.
It's all
talk
good.
about
It's
that.
all good.
So, what I think we're gonna lead to for right now is Fraxium versus all these three teams. Because I don't know how, but I'm guessing they're just gonna face Motor City Machine Guns because of this feud. Do we think Motor City Machine Guns turn heel at some point?
I don't think so.
Not because I don't think they can. I don't see them being heel, but more
heel tactics.
deranged. Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah.
Street Profits, they're not really
They're not really heels, but they're heels.
They use prosthetic legs as attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could see. I feel like we'll get this match at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Because these three in a match would cook.
They would cook.
Or King of the Ring. Yeah, too. I could see that.
You mean Night Champions?
Yeah. So they're all the same: Crown Jewel, Night Champions, King of the Ring. I really like how we made a stipulation for King of the Ring last year, just to not even have it this year.
I'm so proud of them.
I'm not. I really liked that.
Sure you did.
I did. I let the Gunther title run and Nia Jax title run, which were both good.
Oh, yes. I wish we got rid of Crown Jewel, though.
No, it just led to more tournaments, and tournaments are great.
I want a King of the Ring tournament instead.
When was the last tournament we've had?
King of the Ring.
No.
Oh, the IC title. I mean, the Women's US title.
I It's like so
Wait, no,
long ago.
women's IC title.
I don't know. U.S. was first, and that was IC. Yeah. That's so sad. Yeah. Anyways, Fraxton, Winchester Machine Guns, and DIY soon. Fraxton versus DIY is gonna cook.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton looks for Naomi backstage, but Nia Jax rolls up and tells her to focus on her instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think that's what are we getting after this. Do you think Tiffany versus Naomi?
Yeah.
Honestly, against this later. Actually, never mind. I forgot what segment we have tonight. Aleister Black beats Carmelo Hayes off a roll-up, then hits The Miz with a black mass after the match.
Yeah.
It was an alright match.
It was.
It was really overhyped, like.
And they protected Mello with the roll-up.
Yeah. Is a roll-up being protected?
Not really.
I think I'd rather get pinned cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
But, whatever. Solo Sikoa asks Fatu what the plan for Backlash is, but Jacob says they don't need a plan to win.
Because he's all gays and no breaks.
All gays and no breaks? Wow. Okay. Anyways, after that, Andrade and Rey Fenix beat Los Garzas. After the match, Berto walks out on Santos. Thank God. The only pop Santos has ever gotten.
Yes, for real, honestly.
Bro, when he came out for the Rumble, it was actually dead quiet.
Oh my God.
It wasn't being a boo, it was just quiet. It was like the DIY match. It was just quiet.
Wait, weren't you in the bathroom for that?
Yeah, I thought you know it was bad. No, I was in line for pizza.
Oh yeah.
But then everyone thought it was just quiet until the profits came out. Cena promo about his match at Backlash hits an A on a fake Randy Orton, who came out to be Shawn Spears. Randy then hits Shawn with an RKO. Yay! How are you doing this?
I'll do the Backlash.
Okay.
Wait, no, you can do Backlash since I got the next two things.
Oh, let's have everything else. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. Backlash results. Speaking of Jacob Fatu, he beats LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest to retain the US title. Jeff Cobb debuts to attack LA Knight.
Yay!
Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest have been getting checked for injuries.
Oh my gosh, Drew.
I think Priest is in the clear. Drew is a little... I think he missed the table a little bit, hit his head.
He did hit his head, but I think they said he's in the all clear from what I read today.
At most, it's going to be a concussion. And...
would rule him out for a couple weeks.
No.
What?
Not really.
Really? I thought he would be out for like at least 2 weeks.
No. He could technically come back on Friday.
Really?
I mean, yeah, it just depends on how your concussion protocol is and how many you've had. But I don't think he's had that many.
I don't think he has.
Reported. Anyways, the match was alright. I don't know what we're leading to next. Probably the only leading story was just adding tension between Solo and Jacob because Jacob didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Cobb versus LA Knight.
Give it.
I was hoping it would lead to Drew and LA Knight, but it didn't really look like that.
Yeah, because Drew and Damian were brawling the entire
If
time.
anything, it leads to Damian versus Drew Part 2.
Please no.
Lyra beats Becky Lynch to retain the Women's IC Championship. Becky attacks Lyra post-match.
Yep.
Yay.
Yippee. It was a decent match, honestly.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, yeah, you weren't there. Yep.
Dominic Mysterio retains the IC Championship against Penta with the help of El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano.
I'm calling it now. We're getting the Lucha Bros versus El Grande and Chad.
Let's go.
Gunther beats Pat McAfee by submission after the match. Gunther gives his respect to McAfee. It was low-key a great match. Everyone hates the match, but it was low-key really good. I don't know what you really expected from this match.
Honestly, I'd say it's the match of the night.
Yeah. I think people just act like... Because what did you expect this match to be? A squash? Which is just horrible.
Pat to win, which nobody wanted.
or just like Gunther just to dominate, which he technically did, but it was still also a good match.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I guess I get you're mad at the match even being a thing, but still, like.
We got the best thing that could happen was this match existed.
And then Michael Cole was getting involved. It was a good match.
It was.
Obviously not from an in-ring rise. Yes, Pat McAfee made 2 to 3 like miss-ups, but it's okay.
Do you think this is Pat's last match or no?
No.
Who do you think he would face in the future?
Anyone's Pat McAfee. I don't want to face anyone. I mean, I think it just depends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for Pat McAfee, you can't really get him out because he will literally just do anything if needed.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of just depends on the story.
Yeah.
Because you could really just give out any name and I could give a reason why.
Yeah.
They would be. But I mean, I could also see it being Pat McAfee's last match, but I don't think so. What do we think's next for Gunther?
For I was wanting it to be Goldberg, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be Goldberg. So that makes me question what's next, honestly.
I was gonna say the otherwise. I heard reports that Goldberg's name's finally getting brought up again for the first time since Backlash. Not Backlash, since Bad Blood.
But that's the thing, because if they wanted him to debut, they would have debuted him at the Premium Live event, not on just some random Raw.
But also they would do it on some random Raw.
But why?
Or Saturday Night's Main Event.
Ooh, that sounds more likely, but what would Gunther be doing at that time?
Because the thing is, we're not going to have Goldberg every single Raw. He's going to be at maybe 1 or 2 for that feud.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, like, this long period between this and...
Night of Champions.
Yeah. I don't think we get there.
I think we get it there because it's Saudi, and Saudi loves Goldberg.
But there's also an LA show coming up.
Yeah.
And that's when I could see them doing Goldberg.
But that's past Money in the Bank. I mean, that's past that's Money in the Bank's before Night of Champions.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. Night of Champions is like mid-June. Money in the Bank, I think, is early June.
I thought it was the 23rd.
Huh?
I thought Money in the Bank was 23rd.
It's like the 10th. Wait, I think.
I still think it's happening at SummerSlam. It's a 2-night SummerSlam. I mean, you're not that much there.
Keep yapping.
I don't know what's next for Gunther.
Money in the Bank is June 7th.
Nope, you're both wrong.
I said early June.
You said June 10th.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyways, could be Ilya too.
Night of Champions is June 28th.
Do we think what are the chances Gunther joins Seth?
Very low in my opinion.
What about Kaiser?
Ooh, Kaiser. I would like that, honestly, but I don't see it.
Gunther versus Cross? Gunther versus Rusev?
Ooh. Now you've piqued my interest.
Gunther versus Releases?
No.
Jey Uso. Jey Uso's not even on this page, actually. John Cena beats Randy Orton to retain the WWE title after a load of ref bumps and an R-Truth interference.
Mm-hmm.
Randy also hit another RKO on Nick Aldis.
Yes, he did. And he hit 10 RKOs on security people.
Yeah. So what are we thinking we're getting to?
I think we're getting Aldis versus Randy.
But when?
That's it. I don't think it happens at Saturday Night Main Event. I don't think it happens at Saudi.
But also, that is just a Saudi match.
That is true. But I could either see it happening at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. But I don't see him waiting that long until SummerSlam.
The thing is, SummerSlam's not happening at SummerSlam. Or it could, I guess. I could also see that.
What?
Money in the Bank, realistically, we're only having 3 matches on that show.
3 is crazy.
Well, because we're getting the 2 Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah, we usually get 4 on those shows.
I guess. But yeah.
Because that's what they do with Rumbles as well.
You had 2 matches on Rumble, I thought.
Wait. Oh, you're meaning besides those? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think we're gonna want to waste that on just a nothing match.
Mm-hmm.
And now that just sounds like crown jewel, a Saudi match.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'd be getting Goldberg and Gunther, Nick Aldis versus Randy on the same show.
Yeah.
Do we see it being on a Saturday Night's main event, Gunther versus Bill?
I don't see it on Saturday night's main event.
Speaking of Saturday's main event, it's been confirmed that John Cena's last match will be at a Saturday's main event in Boston.
Oh my gosh. Darn it. Why do you have to ruin his like final match with a Saturday night's main event? Are you serious?
I don't know.
That sounds so dumb.
Anyway, speaking of John Cena, in the press conference, John Cena hits an attitude adjustment on R-Truth through the table because R-Truth said he couldn't wrestle.
Yes. Thank you, good sir. WWE, AEW, and TNA news. So, former 2-time ECW World Heavyweight Champion Sabu passed away Sunday.
We don't really know why yet.
Yeah.
They said it didn't look like foul play, like natural causes.
Mm-hmm.
A little under 3 weeks ago, he had a match too.
Yeah, he did. It was his retirement match, I think.
Yeah. But people did say he had a heart condition.
Mm-hmm. So that could have been what happened.
Which his dad had.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad passed away in the same...
around the same age?
No, around this, same way.
Mm. Yeah, so that's sad to hear. So, condolences to his family and friends. Next up, it is rumored that AEW has landed Stardom wrestler Thekela. WWE tried to sign her as well, but they didn't. Josh Alexander says he didn't want to leave TNA, but they never gave him an offer to stay with them. What up?
The Mavericks win #1 pick.
Are you serious? The Mavericks?
Spurs, 76ers, and Hornets are out of the top 4.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you keep going. I'm going to see if I can get the thing.
The order?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll keep going.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, yeah, keep going. Actually, no.
WWE noted that they aren't against bringing back Braun Strowman back, if he takes a pay cut. Rhino made his AEW debut on the May 7th episode of AEW Dynamite. So I think he's now wrestled for 13 companies, which might be a record, honestly, for a big name like him.
Yeah.
Victoria Crawford, who was formerly known as Alicia Fox in WWE, won her debut match in TNA.
Yay.
So congrats to her. Liv Morgan is expected to be done filming for Bad Lieutenant Tokyo on May 17th, so she could make her return around then.
Yay.
Ricochet stole former WWE star Zach Gowen's prosthetic leg on this week's Collision, and I think he's having a match against him. When is it?
No clue.
You're the AEW guy.
I don't watch. I just watch TikTok.
Yeah, and that's like a TikTok thing.
TikTok hates Ricochet.
They do?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Let's see. When is this supposed to be? Yep. Well, he's facing him at Beach Break on May 14th. Okay. Willow Nightingale's contract is up with AEW in a few weeks, and AEW is going to try to bring her back.
She'll probably resign.
It is said that WWE has trademarked the name JC Mateo, and it could be used for Jeff Cobb.
I hope not.
I really hope not, because that's such a dumb name, honestly.
Yeah.
Have you found it yet?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, you can start talking
Well,
about
I'm
it.
doing it. I was doing it with NBA.
Oh, okay. So, let's get on to NFL news. NFL news. So let's get into it. Saints quarterback Derek Carr has announced his retirement from the NFL after 11 years.
Now we have a QB battle between.
Tyler Shaw, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Hain.
Yep. They should have gone Shador.
Should've.
The Raiders are gonna be so not Raiders. Saints are gonna be so bad now
I don't even think they're getting over 3 wins now.
because they have. Hey, you know what? Tank for Arch Manning
Yeah, that's the plan.
because they have so much just dead space now for money.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I really think they should just get rid of Chris Olave.
Yes, trade him to.
Do not trade him to the Jaguars.
He's going to the Steelers.
Give him to the Packers.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Give Jordan Love a piece.
Send Jordan Love to the Saints.
Send Jordan Love to the Jaguars.
There you go. That's even better.
Send him to the Bears for Caleb Williams.
No. The Dallas Cowboys have traded a 3rd-round pick for wide receiver George Pickens.
Bro, why does this always happen? The Steelers always get a good wide receiver depth. They trade one of the players. Happened with Juju. Happened with Antonio Brown.
Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool.
Okay.
They were good in Pittsburgh, and they didn't fall off until they left Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool was never good. Let's just get that straight. Chase Claypool was never good.
He had an alright rookie season.
He was never good. Deontay Johnson might be the worst receiver I've seen last season from NFL.
Well, yeah, last season.
Bro hopped so many teams, did nothing to prove on any of those.
The fans have voted wide receiver Julian Edelman to be into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Wait, hold up, I wasn't like.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I think with George Pickens, he has 1 year left on his contract. Yeah, he wasn't gonna re-sign, so that's why they traded him.
Yeah.
But now they have so many. The Cowboys have so many people they're gonna have to resign.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna resign George Pickens.
Yeah. New ball. Battle of wide receiver twos right there.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's my Jaguars right there.
I'll repeat this one again since we didn't really talk about it. But the fans have voted wide receiver Julian Edelman to be into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Do we think Julian Edelman even makes top 15 receivers of all time?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Edge rusher Trey Hendrickson says the Bengals have cut off contract talks with him, so he's probably gonna get moved by them in this offseason.
The thing is, to where?
He's going to the Commanders.
Honestly, I think he just retires.
Really?
He has too big of a contract. I think I'm gonna pick that up.
Commanders.
Maybe.
Then speaking of NFL scheduling, we got the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys to open the 2025 NFL season.
Yeah, it's starting off with a fat loss. Cowboys demolished.
Yeah. Then in Week 16, we get a doubleheader on Saturday between the Packers and the Bears, then the Eagles and Commanders, which we will also have the NCAA football playoffs that day as well. So probably no one's going to watch those 2 games.
No one's going to watch the Bears get demolished by the Packers.
Great job, NFL.
Hey, we get an opening match with the Chiefs.
Wait, actually. Oh no, you're screwed.
I love being a Jaguars fan.
Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has been ruled out for the 2025 season with neck injury. He might honestly retire. I don't know.
I'm going to retire.
The Panthers have ruled out running back Jonathan Brooks for the entire 2025 season as well.
Jonathan Brooks is a bum.
He's wide receiver 4 on this team now.
Yeah.
Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders is expected to wear the number 12 because of Tom Brady.
Yay.
Giants rookie edge rusher Abdul Carter is expected to wear the jersey number of 51.
Yay. Bro, we got no one to trade up his jersey, so we got 51.
Chiefs superfan, Chiefs-aholic, has been sentenced to 32 years in prison for robbery.
That's fine. You're my boy.
For your boy.
Okay, hold up. Back to the thing. How do you feel about retiring jersey numbers?
I feel like you should do it, but just not as many as they do, because you need enough players.
I think, Loki, you should only be able to retire 3 at a time.
3 at a time before you... Then if you want to retire another one, you have to unretire a number?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be 5, because...
And there should also be a time limit from when those retired.
Yeah.
Because we got people from, like, the beginning of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, Tom Brady getting your 12 retired, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Same with, like, if it's a legend, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, like Walter Payton having his 34 retired for the Bears.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I feel like it should be 3 or 5 people, not like 14 like the Giants have. So,
plus, it's like common numbers too.
Yeah.
You see, like, think with Abdul Carter, he's not going out of his way to get those. Those were just his numbers.
Yeah, because he had number 11 in college, and he wanted to wear it again in the NFL.
Yeah.
But it would be seen as him.
Now, Lawrence Taylor getting his jersey retired, that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, obviously, you're going to have that.
Mm-hmm. Then he asked, what was it? Something Sims or
I have
something?
no clue.
It was
He
like,
said yes, but his family said no.
yeah. That's so dumb. Yeah. Then, the Eagles have restructured Dallas Goedert's contract so that he can stay with the team next year.
Yay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have released wide receiver Gabe Davis after only 1 year. Worst contract in history.
Mitch Morris was sad. Wait, no, not Mitch Morris. Brandon Sheriff. But it was one of the two. I think it was like Mitch Morris.
But Morris is retired.
But he retired with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They were saying Gabe Davis was a locker room guy.
The Carolina Panthers have released edge rusher Davion Clowney after 1 season.
Trash.
Linebacker Jalen Smith has returned to the Raiders after 1 year away from the NFL.
Yay.
Now on to Blake.
Okay, when are we getting Marvin Jones back? Wait.
Is he on your team?
I forget what his name is. No, he was at went to the Lions and was retired.
Oh.
Anyways. Champ predictions. We're gonna start off with the World Heavyweight Championship current champion Jey Uso.
Let's go.
Who do you think is beating Jey?
I feel like it's gonna be Braun Breaker.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Raw and SmackDown trade championships.
Yeah.
So we're getting Jey Uso on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena on Raw.
Yeah.
Remember this because this is gonna tie into both my champions.
Okay.
So, I think we're gonna have Jey Uso lose to a cash-in from a certain Carmelo Hayes.
Oh my gosh.
I had a long term for that. What you got?
I said I had Braun Breaker.
Oh yeah, you're right.
At SummerSlam.
WWE Championship, current champion John Cena.
I got a cash-in by the one, the only, him, Carmelo Hayes.
I have Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, it just fits.
Mm-hmm.
Seth's trying to preserve the future of WWE.
It is.
John Cena's trying to end WWE.
Yeah.
He wants to be the last real champ. Seth Rollins is that real champ. He is even without a championship, he's still the real champ.
Yeah.
He elevated the yes, he was the first winner, but he elevated that title to be better than Red
champ. He's the best world heavyweight champion now of all time. With the new belt.
Yeah, we haven't had anyone good.
Gunther, Damian Priest were not that
Gunther's reign was horrible.
Yeah.
Priest's reign was alright.
Yeah.
The thing is, it was bad, but it was good for Priest standards.
Mm.
Jey Uso's just started. Women's World Championship current holder Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got?
Do you have this championship moving brands since it would stay with the other one?
Yeah, nah, no. I low-key only have being those two.
Okay.
Just because I want it to be like that.
Yeah.
Just because it fits my standards. Okay.
Yeah. Who do I have? I think I'm gonna have Rhea Ripley, sadly.
I don't know who I have, to be honest.
I didn't want Rhea.
It depends when this certain someone gets called up. Because they're making it seem like Stephanie Valkyrie is going to get called up soon.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we just had Roxy and Julia called up.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. So I think I'm going to take a Kamala. I'll take Rhea too.
Okay.
I don't like that answer, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Who even is on Raw that could... Is it... What women are on Raw?
Roxanne, Liv, and Julia.
Goddamn. WWE Championship, current champion, Tiffany Stratton. Who do you think it's going to be?
Naomi.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Naomi. Then I think it's going to be Jade. And then I think it's going to be Jade and Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca.
Bianca.
U.S. title, current champions, Jacob Fatu. Who do you think it's going to be? I'm between two people, and I'm not going to pick between the two. I'm just going to say both of them. Either Drew McIntyre or Jeff Cobb.
I was going to say Jeff Cobb, honestly.
No one cares me Nedzing, so let's go. An IC title, current champion, Dominic Mysterio. Finn Balor.
You're so right, it's going to be Finn Balor.
Women's U.S. Championship, current holder, Selena Vega.
Piper.
Whoa, you really going that low with the title?
Yep.
Charlotte Flair.
Whoa, you're really going that high with the title?
Women's IC Championship, current holder, Lyra Valkyria.
Bailey.
Becky. And I think what we're going to go to for Evolution, I think both these happened before Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think what we're going to get at Evolution is title versus title. Winner becomes the first
Grand Slam.
Yeah. And looking at these two, they're going to be the only ones they want to have as the first Grand Slams.
Yeah.
And having this at Evolution is going to main event, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think people who don't want to watch Evolution because it's all women will still want to watch just because of how good of a match it's going to be.
Yeah.
The good idea? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Like, at the same time, I also would hate it, but like at the same time, it low-key be fire.
Yeah.
I'd hate the idea of having a double champ.
Mm-hmm, because what's she going to do with the other championship?
Do it.
They're just going to unify them.
The reason I don't like it is what just happened with,
Judgment Day?
No.
Oh.
Stephanie Valkyrie.
Yeah, and her vacating it after like 1 week of defending.
Yeah. But if there's anyone who would be able to do it, I feel like it's going to be Becky.
Yeah, because Becky 2 belts.
Especially with how they're portraying both of them. Becky's heel, and Charlotte
is heel.
Is having rumors of turning face.
No. Please, no.
Because she wants to drop the Flair.
What?
She wants to drop being Charlotte Flair and just go by her real name.
What?
I don't know what her real name is. But she wants to go by her actual name, not Charlotte Flair, and become face. But yeah, anyways, World Tag Team Championship, current champs, The New Day. Creed Brothers. WWE Tag Team Championship, current champs, The Street Profits.
Fraxium.
Actually, no, I changed my answer for the last one. Not The New Day. Not Creed Brothers. I think it's gonna be Lucha Bros.
Mm.
And then I have Fraxium for Street Profits, yeah.
Fraxium.
World Tag Team Championships, current champs, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. Just give me Roxanne and Julia.
Screw it, I'm going on the deep end with this one. B-Fab and Michin.
Yeah, don't talk to me. NXT Championship, current champion, Obafemi.
God.
Javon Evans.
Javon.
I don't think I've ever changed my answers ever.
Yeah, it's always been Javon.
WWE NXT's Women's Championship, current champion, Stephanie Valkyrie.
Jordan Grace.
North American champion, current Ricky Saints. Ego.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be Ego.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a while until it happens, but I have it being Lexus King.
Ew. So, NXT Women's North American Championships, current champion Soruka.
Zarya.
Zarya. Stand on it. 10 toes. Zarya's the GOAT. NXT Tag Team Championship, current champions Hank and Tank.
Darkseid.
Yo, give me OTM. I'm just kidding. Give me Darkseid. NXT Heritage Cup Championship, current champion Noam Dar.
Vacate.
Yo, give me
Give me Vacation.
Give me Stacks.
Honestly, yeah, give me Stacks.
Okay, that's it for champ predictions. NBA playoff updates will be in a second. We're gonna start off with the draft picks, and I'm not gonna predict because I ain't know who in this draft besides Cooper Flag. Dallas Mavericks are number 1. They're gonna have Cooper Flag, which low key is gonna be good since Kyrie's gonna be out like all season.
Oh jeez.
He's supposed to be back in January.
Oh my gosh.
And the season ends in January.
It ends in March.
Well, if they're in the playoffs.
No.
Lord forbid they ain't gonna be in the playoff.
Let me see.
That ends in like February, March.
Mm-hmm.
But nah. AD, Clay, and Cooper Flag is gonna be alright.
Yeah, it'll carry him until Clay's.
It'll carry them to like play-in.
Yeah. And then Kyrie's gonna be back for then.
Kyrie's gonna come back and they're gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
The San Antonio Spurs have 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Sixers have 3rd. Hornets have 4th. Jazz have 5th. Wizards have 6th. Pelicans have 7th. Nets have 8th. Raptors have 9th. Rockets have 10.
From the Suns.
Yep. Well, technically from the Nets, from the Suns. Wait, from the net. The Rockets have it from the Nets. The Nets have it from the Suns.
Yeah. Who did you guys trade it for? Oh, Kevin Durant. Was that who you got for the Nets? Yeah.
And then Nets, Rockets. I'm gonna ask me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors have 9th. Rockets have 10th. Portland Trailblazers have 11th. Bulls have 12. Hawks have 13. Spurs have 14.
Who did the Spurs take it from?
I don't know.
Would that be the? Might it be the?
Probably the
Magic.
No, Magic had a good season. They're in the plan, I think. No, not Magic. I think the Kings, low-key.
Oh, it's the Kings. I think you're right, Kings.
Yeah, because of De'Aaron.
De'Aaron Fox.
But that makes no sense.
Because why would they give away their first?
Oh, no, I don't really care enough to honestly figure it out.
Yep.
Anyways, before we get into the NBA playoffs again, news, Loki can't think of squat besides Giannis maybe leaving.
Yeah.
I think Heat said they're ready to go all out. Nets said they're all ready to go out. The Nets have had Giannis as their top player in the NBA for like years. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They actually have him as like the best player of all time. Low-key don't think any of them are gonna get them.
It's gonna be the Suns.
Low-key, I don't know why this hasn't been talked about. KD for Giannis.
KD for Giannis. That's honestly a great
just straight up trade.
That's a great trade for both
you can get
sides.
some draft picks between the two, but people are saying the Heat are trying to get KD.
No.
If y'all wanted to do that, why wouldn't y'all just trade us Jimmy?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if I want Giannis on the team though. I don't know who I'd want. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want anyone. I just want Russ. Just give me Russell Westbrook, please.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Fuck Chris Paul.
Oh, whoa.
I'm just joking. I love Chris Paul. NBA playoff updates. Knicks beat the Celtics 108-105 and OT. OG and Obi got 29. Brunson got 29. Brown got 23. Tatum got 23. Nuggets beat the Thunder 121-119. SJ had 33. Alex Caruso had 20. Jokic had 42 points and 22 rebounds. Pacers beat the Cavs 120-119. Mitchell had 48. Strus had 23 points. Miles Turner had 23. Nemson had 23. Warriors beat the Timberwolves 99-88. Ant had 23, 14 rebounds. Buddy Hield had 24 points. Curry got hurt.
It was so sad.
Knicks beat the Celtics 91-90. Brown 20, White 20. Wow. Hart 23, Cat 21, and 17 rebounds. Thunder beat the Nuggets 149-106. SGA had 34. Shet had 15. Westbrook had 19. Jokic had 17. Timberwolves beat the Warriors 117-93. Julius Randle 24. Ant 20. Kuminga 18. TJD 15.
TJD, let's go.
Cavs beat the Pacers 126-104. Strus 20. Mitchell 43. Matherium 23. Pascal Siakam 18. Nuggets beat the Thunder 113-104 OT. Jalen Williams 32. Murray 27. Gordon 22. Celtics beat the Knicks 115-93. Pritchard 23. Tatum 22. Brunson 27. Cat 21 points. Yo, you spelled Cat like 3 different ways in this whole thing. T-Wolves beat the Warriors 102-97. Julius Randle triple-double. Ant 36. Butler 33. Jonathan Kuminga 30 points. Thunder beat the Nuggets 92-87. SGA 25. Jokic 27. Braun 17. Jamal Murray 17. Pacers beat the Cavaliers 129-109. Garland 21. Toppin 20. Salcom 20. Turner 20.
Yeah.
Pacers are leading the Cavaliers 4-1.
Whoa.
1 win, Pacers win. Knicks lead the Celtics 2-1. Nuggets and Thunder are tied 2-2. Timberwolves lead the Warriors 2-1. So that's my question. Who do you think wins between them? I think Pacers are taking it all.
Pacers are taking it.
Knicks, I think, are going to take it all.
I think Celtics win in 7.
I think they make a comeback but lose in 6. Nuggets and Thunder, I think it's going to 7. I think Nuggets are going to win.
I think Thunder pulled out in 7.
I really just don't want them to pull out. Actually, no, well, I think Thunder are going to win. I don't really want to see Jokic in it anymore.
Yeah.
Timberwolves versus the Warriors. Timberwolves.
I'll
Down
take
at 10
Warriors
tires.
in 7.
Of course you would. Anyways, that's it for this week's episode. Next week we got Raw, NXT, SmackDown, NFL news, NBA news, wrestling news, predictions for wrestling. Nope. Predictions for basketball, drafts, news.
If we have any.
Yeah. When's Battleground?
That's a good question. I think it's in 2 weeks. Let me check.
So predictions next week?
Maybe.
Maybe predictions, maybe something else. We'll see.
Let's see.
On other news, Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times in prison today.
Who?
Tory Lanez.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know who Tory Lanez is?
No.
That's what I thought.
It's May 25th, so that's...
Next week.
It is? No.
Yes.
Oh, it is next week, okay.
Next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, champ predictions for Battleground next week.
Yep, champ predictions.
No.
Match predictions.
Yeah, I guess technically we also did champ predictions too.
Yeah, we'll do it after that week.
Yeah, 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it for this week's episode. Goodbye.
Peace.
Boom.
Boom.